tonight we are going to do a community-driven bracket to figure out the best heroes in the Shadow faction. I think this will be a lot of fun. Be a lot of polls. I could show off different Shadow heroes. We could talk through them. And yeah, something a little different. So, first round, and we're going to put up polls for all of these. They're going to be very simple. There's going to be pick one. So the first round is going to be Dominator versus Gabago. And one day, someone will learn how to pronounce his name. So, start the poll. So basically, we're just going to have some fun and figure out... Now, the voting is based on your opinion. You can pick based on, you know, the coolest looking, the most powerful, the one you like the most. I definitely expect... Yeah, I mean, Tix is a favorite, but you never know. So... we'll have to see. Yeah, I was gonna say, Gabago seems the most likely. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, Barry's rated me before. I don't know why I didn't show up. I know, Jude's favorite, probably gonna lose. But yeah, so a little fun. I'll probably be doing these for all of the factions over the next few weeks, but should be pretty fun. I'm gonna post the results, and you guys can actually follow along. You should be able to, here, with the results. So the problem is I should probably move. I wanted to show both the polls and the heroes at the same time. So I guess I can also hide the Firefox. And for those of you that aren't familiar with these heroes for some reason, we'll go over these more later. Dominator, old school, probably a lot of people's first 6-star back in the day, but he's so cool at 10-star since he has that CC. And Dominator CC is actually the reason I briefly had the record for the Shadow Sealand clear. So Dominator does move on. And I am not logged in over here, so I'm gonna have to do this in Chrome. So Dominator wins round 1. And also we're gonna have a final bracket with the rankings, sort of a March Madness for those of you that actually follow along with basketball. We will have championship rounds and so on, so it should be pretty fun. So let's move right on to Bone Carver versus Dominator. Nah, Gabago's yeah, and the results will update live. I use this bracket for other stuff. Gabago's a weird hero, so those of you who don't even recognize the name, he's I don't even know his skills off the top of my head, if I'm being honest. Where is he at? He should be... I thought he went to 10-star. Apparently he caps at 6-star. Oh no, it's the new animations. I don't even know what he looks like. Yeah, so the criteria are up to you. This is fan-led voting, so it could be who looks the coolest, could be who's the best in the game. I don't even know what his new graphics look like. Where is he? Is this him now? Yes, this is the new Gabago. He actually looks a lot like the old one. He increases his own precision, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he's basically a trash version of Edgar. That's about it. And yeah, I love Dominator. Dominator helped me clear Sealand 20. He was super tanky back in the day. Unfortunately, he sort of... I wonder if there would be something cool with block nowadays with his passive, but I doubt it. Yeah, alright. Oops, that is not the right button. I am clicking all sorts of things. So Dominator moves on again. Dominator climbing through this bracket. Let me update these scores. So the next one is... I should actually set the poll and then update them. We'll do that next. Next is Bone Warrior versus Lamb. The battle of updated 4 stars. Hey man, if people want to pay, so it's fan-led. It's like real life. The more money you donate to candidates, the more votes you get. The next round will be seeded based on rankings. So as far as like the championships between all the factions. But yeah, this bracket was random seeded. So even round 2 is just gonna stick with the current seeding and so on. So everyone already got their seed for the initial bracket. It's close though, it's 4-2. Only 6 voters so far. If only Barry had rated, we could have had a much larger bracket, but obviously Baade takes it. So now in the last round 2 matchup, I honestly think this is a good one. We'll see. We've got Tix versus Foolish everyone's favorite 1-star meme hero. Oh my goodness, and another tie. Tix's first 2 matchups have been a tie. All right, so we'll come back to that matchup. We're gonna go over the current results then. Refresh this. Turn on the Firefox window. So, after our first 2 rounds, ignoring a rematch that needs to happen, here are the current standings. Now note that none of these are final, as there is a loser's bracket, but right now, Dominator and Jara have 2 wins. Foolish and Tix are tied for 16th, but everyone else is still in the winner's bracket. We've got a few really... Oh man, can I not scroll? We can. So we've got a few really interesting matchups in the 3rd round coming up. Mostly the ones I'm interested in are going to be possibly Tix versus ITHAQUA, and then Deathsworn versus Chainhammer, since Chainhammer seemed to be a crowd favorite. But let's close Firefox. We're going to have to do a rematch of that Tix and Foolish, since no one won. And that is the end of the round 3 on the winner's bracket. So let's pop that up over top. Let's refresh the page and go over the results. Probably going to edit to this point in the YouTube. So round 3, Dominator beat Bone Warrior. This was sort of an expected matchup. Ice Troll beat Glenn. And again, these seeds were random, so Ice Troll's not really a 25th seed in the Shadow faction. Unfortunately, Bloodblade, one of my favorite heroes, lost to Baade. The memes are pretty strong. Lutz is a strong fan favorite and took out Corpse Demon. Horus, obviously a high seed in the faction, knocked out Jara. Walter took out Dark Priest, even though I think Dark Priest is cooler personally. And in our first heavy hitter matchup, Tix knocks ITHAQUA to losers, and Deathsworn beats Chainhammer. So our winners bracket matchups for the next round are going to be Dominator versus Ice Troll, Baade versus Lutz, Horus versus Walter, and Tix versus Deathsworn. So the winners bracket is getting very competitive. We'll have to see how things shake out before we head on over to the losers bracket. Hey, Lone Wolf, thanks for the raid, man. Oh man, perfect timing. Now we've got even more voters for the Tournament of Champions. For those of you that would like to follow along with this bracket, hey, Jacqueline, thanks for the follow. We have a tournament. Get these votes in. Ooh, Tix barely edges out Deathsworn before the Raiders come in. So Tix is moving on in the winner's bracket. So we are in the winners quarterfinals. Let's show the new Raiders the current results, as well as for the YouTube viewers. So round 4 has wrapped up in the winner's bracket. Ice Troll beat out Dominator, sort of expected. Bade's memes did finally knock the face of Out of Heroes Lutz to the losers bracket. Horus took out Walter finally, and Tix in a sudden death matchup against Deathsworn finally won 5 votes to 4 votes. So one of our Raider viewers got that vote in. So round 5 is the winners quarterfinals. We're gonna have Ice Troll versus Baade and Horus versus Tix. 2 really exciting matches. So let's see how they go. So which first E5 hero is going to face off against Baade in the winners semifinals? And don't forget, it is a double elimination bracket. So all of the heroes you love, they're down here. They're going to get a second chance at it. We're going to slide over to them pretty shortly. So these are our current rankings, but again, it is still going on. No one has been eliminated yet. We haven't gone to the losers bracket. So even though Ice Troll and Deathsworn are 4th and 5th, they've still got a shot at winning the whole thing. That is the end of the winners bracket. Baade beats Ice Troll, beats Horus, and moves on to the winners finals. We are heading down to the losers bracket now to see who gets to face off against Baade in the championships. Starting out with some not super exciting matchups. Markina versus Gabago, Kameth versus Bone General, and Charlotte versus Nightmare Knight. So let's get it started with Markina versus Gabago. So that is the end of losers round 2. My boy Dark Christian barely makes it. Let's show off the bracket to those of you watching on YouTube and those of you just following along. So we have had some heroes eliminated finally, now that the losers bracket is progressing. It is so zoomed in, I can't tell what's going on. So Gabago, Bone General, and Charlotte have been eliminated, as well as... Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Markina was eliminated, not Gabago. Gabago was eliminated in round 2. then Shirley, Field, Bone Archer, Kamith, Grumpy Corpse, Nightmare Knight, and Bone Carver. Kamith is the first elite hero to be eliminated from the bracket. So that leaves our current standings as follows. They finished in the top 33, so not even top 32, unfortunately. But still got Baade at the #1 slot, Horus, Ice Troll, Tix, and Deathsworn, Dami, Lutz, and Walter in the top 5. We are moving right along with the losers bracket. 4-4, what is going on? All right, well, based on my arbitrary rules, we are going to, let's turn on Firefox. So based on the arbitrary rules, if heroes get 2 ties in a row, we flip a coin for the tiebreaker. So for our round 3 losers matchup, Glenn is going to be heads, Karma is going to be tails. Let's go. All right, Karma beats out Glenn due to the coin flip after 2 ties in a row. So that's how we do things on this channel. If the users can't get it in within 2 votes, we flip the coin. All right, well, the trolls had ITHAQUA and Poison Tongue tied 2 rounds in a row. We are getting some trolls now. Remember, you can buy extra votes for bits to stop them from doing this, but we've got to go to the coin flip. It is the rules of the tournament. So ITHAQUA is heads, Poison Tongue is tails. Will we have ITHAQUA eliminated in round 3 of losers? Oh, and ITHAQUA gets eliminated. This is what happens when people vote. Poison Tongue moving on, ITHAQUA getting eliminated. So let's move on to the last match of this round. Somehow with a last second vote for both Gustin and Poison Tongue, we have yet another tie. So for a second round in a row, Poison Tongue is going to a coin flip. So heads is going to be Gustin, tails is going to be Poison Tongue. Poison Tongue is one coin flip so far. Let's see what happens. Oh, Gustin beats Poison Tongue on the coin flip. We are going to update the bracket for those of you watching on YouTube now, since we went through 2 rounds of the losers bracket. So the most surprising was ITHAQUA being eliminated by Poison Tongue in the coin flip. Luminous Body manages to take out Dark Priest and Nightmare Knight, and Glenn manages to get a surprising amount of votes but loses to Karma in the end. That means we finally have our bottom 32 heroes set up. So we are moving into the top 16. We've still got Walter, Lutz, Karma, Jara, Gustin, Foolish, Dominator, Deathsworn, Tix, Ice Troll, Horus, and Baade. So let's finish up this losers bracket and see who gets to face off against Baade in the winners finals. All right, Tix takes the rematch. We don't have to go to the coin. We will update the bracket though, see who's left. So Ice Troll and Deathsworn both fall, unfortunately, which means we are left with, in our top 4, we are left with Baade, Horus, Foolish, and Tix. These are the only 4 heroes remaining. Let's see who, if anyone, can take out Baade in the winners finals. So first up, we've got Foolish versus Tix. And now we can keep the whole stream open for the YouTube, since it will all be interesting matchups from here on out. Did you? Nice. I use Paint 3D Hoss to actually get them because it's easier, but I use GIMP to make my thumbnails. Yeah, don't make 10-star dark heroes early on, Rune. They're not going to help you. Make food to get your other heroes up. Yeah, Jara finished in the top 5. So, I mean, she had a great run. And Deathsworn and Dominator got top 8, so solid showing. Likely the Tournament of Champions will only be top 3 for each faction though, so that we have 18, since these brackets do run longer than I expected. So one of these 2 heroes will not make it to the Tournament of Champions, either Foolish or Tix. And it is surprisingly looking like Tix may be eliminated. Tix may not make it to the Tournament of Champions due to his seeding. Foolish takes it. Tix is eliminated, and Tix does not get in the top 3. So if the Tournament of Champions is top 3, it will just be Baade, Horus, and Foolish. Let's move right on to the losers finals. Oh, not a prediction. Sorry. A poll. Horus versus Foolish. What? What happened? Start poll. Hold on. This is not this no, this is not a rematch. Tix was sent to losers by Baade. And Foolish was sent to losers by someone else. Who sent Foolish to losers? Foolish was sent to losers. Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. So Foolish was sent to losers by Tix and ended up winning in the losers bracket. A very Mango-esque story for those of you who also enjoy Melee. But we've now got losers finals, Horus versus Foolish. So a great story for the video. Foolish, after being sent to losers by Tix, ends up running through losers and knocking him out of the tournament. Yeah, I can maybe help with the Hellboy, not right this second. But yeah, I mean, Garuda and Rogan make life super easy. So Horus versus Foolish. This is losers finals. The winner will go on to face Baade. And since it's a double elimination tournament, one of them is going to have to beat Baade twice. Now, that's not a tiebreaker. Push-ups, I will do it once this bracket is over, Thrasy, since we are almost done. We've only got 2 or 3 more matches left. And then the bracket will be finished. Hey man, that works. Mine aren't super high quality either. I just take... Alright, Horus wins. So, Horus is going to winners finals against Baade. And again, Horus needs to win twice, which is kind of weird with user voting, but it is what it is. All right, I'm not going to do all of those probably. Just fair warning. Some of you might get your points back. We'll have to see. Yeah, no, some people are getting refunds. It is already 10 o'clock. I don't have that many push-ups in me during a full stream. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, your boy can't do 100 push-ups. Your boy can't do 100 push-ups if we started at 7. It is already 10 o'clock. All right, Horus from the losers bracket. Can he take Baade to losers? It is going to be close. And I will not show the YouTube these push-ups, but I definitely cannot do 100. We will do as many as I can. We'll do some more content, and then we'll do some more, and then I'll give refunds. I know the one night we tried to get me to do 70, I failed at 60-something. All right, Horus wins, so that means Baade is knocked to losers as well. So now we've got Horus versus Baade for the grand finals, and the winner of the Shadow Faction 2021 Championships. So get your votes in. This is the final match. The winner of this takes the tournament, and also Tournament of Champions seeding will be based on standings, so they will have a better seed in the Tournament of Champions once we figure out how many of them will be in it. Ice Troll manages to take 5th place with only 5 matchups after running through winner's bracket. The highest placement with the fewest number of matches definitely goes to Ice Troll. Meanwhile, Foolish, who lost in the first round, not even the second round, he didn't even have a first round bye, has managed to make it all the way to 3rd place with an absolute destructive run through loser's bracket. Only a few seconds left, and it is 6-3 Horus, 7-3 Horus, and Horus takes it. The Shadow Faction champion of 2021, upsetting the meme lord himself, is going to be Horus. Let's refresh these, show off the final bracket. We will zoom out 2 steps. So in the end, Baade, Horus, who was sent to losers by Baade. What darling stories we have in this bracket. Foolish, who was eliminated by Tix in the first round, comes back to upset Tix to take 3rd. And Horus, who is sent to losers by Baade in the semifinals, ends up coming back and winning 2 in a row to take the championship. Our final standings are Horus 1st, Baade 2nd, Foolish 3rd, Tix 4th, Ice Troll and Jara tied for 5th, Deathsworn and Dominator tied for 7th in the top 8, and everyone else as follows. For those of you that did this live, it was a ton of fun. I loved it. I'll try and find a way to make it shorter next time. For those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoy this. I hope my editing didn't take too long. And tune in next week while we do the matchup for the Fortress faction.